honored to be able to take that role, and it's been something that's been really near and dear to my heart. I have a background in labor, so my background is a lot of labor organizing. And so really being able to connect those two and being able to work under our marvelous and fantastic and fabulous chairwoman, Marg Elliston. I really can't emphasize enough just how important it is to have strong leadership at the party, and having somebody like Marg who is in that role, who is willing every day when she comes in the office to pick up the phone and raise more money and make sure that we're bringing in the resources we need to be able to have a good equipped staff is really, really incredible. And I don't know, I don't think people emphasize that enough, but that's something that Marg literally comes in almost every single day and works alongside our staff every single day, and being able to have that kind of inspiration is really, really incredible. It's also really incredible to have it be a female leader. I'm not going to lie. You know, I have an amazing husband and an amazing son, and so this isn't under any stretch of the imagination a slight on men, but there's something really incredible about working with a female leader and being able to uplift other women in the workplace. We have a lot of other young women working for us, and that's something that I think Marg and I both take very personally and seriously. And so really excited to be able to do that. And of course, from a personal standpoint, I do this work because I was raised by very strong women. My grandmother, who was 2 years old when women's suffrage passed, recently passed away last year. And it was something that growing up in Minnesota, it was your duty and your privilege to vote as an American citizen. And so I want to take that and obviously pass that on to my son and make sure he understands that privilege. And so as we sort of move into this cycle, this is, I think, a cycle that carries a lot of weight. Not just, you know, this is a kind of an off-shot story, but I went to Costco yesterday and people were in a panic. People were scared. People were like pouring bleach and water, and you know, it's not to say that that's not going to be something as we move into this coronavirus thing, but we need leaders at the top of our country who are giving and instilling some level of confidence and some level of, you know, something, right? That you're not terrified to leave your home. And I think as we move into November, that's what we're really seeking out, is what are the facts, what are the actual stories in our communities, and how are we communicating that out? I think at the end of the day, where we win is our personal story, is how do we, you know, why are we all here today? You know, why did we decide to get in our cars, drive however long it was to the Corrales Senior Center and sit here and devote two, maybe three, maybe four, whoever, you know, all the folks who actually put this meeting on. That's a lot of time and commitment, and we need to tap into why are we here, why are we doing this work, and then sharing that story with our friends and neighbors. A lot of the work that I got started with the labor community was actually doing that. So about 2/3 of our membership were self-identified Republicans. They were individuals that said, you know, I believe in my guns, and I don't think abortion is a good thing. And we would have honest conversations with them about where their health care was, how they could make ends meet. You know, if you don't have enough money for bullets, what use is a gun? So actually having that kind of honest conversation with individuals and sharing the stories about their neighbors, sharing the stories of like the struggles that me myself are going through or my family is going through, and being able to make those connections and kind of getting past that, those wedge issues that really do divide us. And I think that's where we're at in 2020, is getting past the fear, getting past the division of, you know, seeing someone who self-identifies as a Republican, getting past this sort of like, why is this person, you know, why does this person support Trump, and actually digging into who they are as a person, who you are, and why you share the values you share. So here at the Democratic Party of New Mexico, we have been really focused on a strong 2020. A lot of that meant that we had a very strong 2019. I'm not going to lie, it was a little bit of a rough start. I had my son in May, end of May of 2019. At the time, we had 2 staff people because Joe had just left us. We had lost a lot of staff due to presidentials. And so it was essentially myself, our finance director, and Marg. And from that, we now have a staff of over 10 people.
Oh, good.
We have 2 people in communications. We have a strong finance team. We also have a strong data team that is devoted to making sure that folks are getting the training they need to how to use Vote Builder, how to use the technology. We also have a really strong party affairs department that is working to make sure that our county chairs and our county activists are understanding the pre-primary process, which is a bit of a nightmare and a bit wonky, and also the post-primary process, which is a completely separate process, and you guys will actually be having a convention. I know Chairman Suedo is looking at me and just probably tearing his eyes out right now. So, but that's, the entire state party is there to kind of help support that. We are a week away right now from our pre-primary process, which determines the ballot order in which our candidates, right now we only have 1 contested pre-primary race, and that's right here. You guys are in the heat of it, right in Congressional District 3. So really exciting, but it's still an incredibly large process, and it wouldn't be without you all that we wouldn't be able to have these types of things. And so the other thing that we're really focused on at the state level is more communications, making sure that we're getting out talking points. If you guys haven't signed up already, we have a couple different things. We have a newsletter that goes out once a month, and we also have headlines, so how to talk to your friends and family about the things that are happening, how to get that information out on social media. If you're interested in signing up for that, I'd love to get your email addresses, and we'll make sure you add you to the list. The other thing we're really committed to is growing our grassroots sustainer program. A lot of you sitting in this room are grassroots sustainers, and I cannot thank you enough. I go through that list every month, and I make sure, to just acknowledge, even if it's just myself, like who are the folks that are contributing every single month. That $2, $5, $20 really does make a huge difference, and I cannot thank you guys enough for that. That really does enable us to know, okay, every month we have this money coming in, and we can depend a little bit less on our big dollar fundraisers. We can depend less on some of our big dollar donors as well. So those are some of the things that we're committed to. The other thing, as we move into kind of June of 2020, we are setting a stage for our coordinated campaign. A lot of you in the room were part of our coordinated campaign in 2018. Yeah. Maybe I'm just partial, but I thought that was one of the most successful coordinated campaigns that we've done in a long time. And I'm really proud of that. Really proud to have been part of that team. Really proud to have been part of you all who were part of that team. So we are looking to replicate that as we move into 2020. Representative Ben Ray Lujan, hopefully Senator Ben Ray Lujan has been really amazing in doing a similar commitment to what Senator Heinrich has done, which is making sure that we have the resources needed, along with Congresswoman Xochitl Torres-Small and Deb Haaland have also committed good amounts, and of course our governor, and now I'm going to forget somebody, so please don't shoot me if I do forget someone, and Senator Heinrich has also committed, as well as Senator Udall, to making sure that